Okay, so let's explain what we have here. We obviously have a chart of Coca Cola, it looks like.
Yes.
Okay.
So what I do is I'm a pattern trader. So I just want to give an example of something here. Coke is not on our list. It's something that we don't trade, but when I was looking at this,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to show like the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
If you look here, you see a W,
Mm-hmm.
see the W?
Yep.
So typically when,
This is let me just make sure they can see. That's this guy right here, right?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Got it.
So
Okay.
this is what I call the peak, right? It's
Okay.
just like writing a large W. So this is the peak. When it breaks that peak,
Mm-hmm.
then at that point in time, I will go long. And the anticipated target, which is why it ties back into the question you asked me earlier,
Mm-hmm.
how long can I swing?
Mm-hmm.
My target is going to be up in here because it usually hits out either as high as this high, which is 49,
Mm-hmm.
or slightly lower, which it did slightly lower.
Okay.
So if you come in over the peak and I buy in here, right, because this is a bullish engulfing pattern,
Mm-hmm.
then that means that I would be long 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trading sessions.
Okay.
So in that regard, that swing would be 9 days to answer your
Okay.
question.
So this is I was going to ask. This is a daily, not a minute. I'm looking on this on the
Yeah,
chart
you're
here.
looking at a daily. I
Okay.
do all of my technical analysis based on a daily, and I
Okay.
trade off of the 5 minute.
Okay, let me
But
ask. Let me just let me get a clarity point. So Nora referred to that green candle. Can you see that, Nora?
yep.
As an engulfing candle. Just quickly explain what engulfing means, so folks know what that is.
Okay, so right here you'll see a small red candle,
Mm-hmm.
and then this next candle engulfs. It takes over the price
Got it.
of the next candle prior.
Terrific. Okay.
So typically you need that to confirm, and the
Okay.
next day it did. That means it has to open higher, trade higher. It actually gapped up and then
Okay.
traded
So
higher.
wait, are you once engulfing? Are you long on this day, or are you long the next day? Sorry.
Well, this is where, once I get over this peak,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, this is where this is tied in from my system to the triggers.
Yep.
Let's just say Coke is on the sheet. And let's say the alt is 44.86
Mm-hmm.
or the buy, right?
Yep.
At that point in time, I know between my technical analysis,
Mm-hmm.
the W pattern, the
Mm-hmm.
fact that it went over the peak, and if
Mm-hmm.
I can add one more element to it, which would be one of the triggers,
Mm-hmm.
then this is a trade that I'm going to prioritize and take first, and then also possibly size up. So
Got it.
that's how I use the combination of my system and then the trigger.
Got it.